I'm on page 51 of your Osborne book, Formatting the Spreadsheet Data, Exercise 1, Setting up a Costing Worksheet. In this exercise, we'll create a spreadsheet, insert rows, columns, create some simple formulas, and do some formatting. The spreadsheet you want will be an example of a production costing. Stage 1. In this stage is about creating a basic layout. So we want to create a new workbook. Double-click on your Excel icon, go to New Documents, and then Blank Document. We need to move to sheet 1. You will always be on sheet 1 as that's the default of any Excel document that you first open. We want to enter production costs in A1. In B2, C2, D2, we want to enter number of units, unit cost, and total cost. You might need to widen your columns so that all the text fit within the columns nicely. To do that, you will click on the triangle and in between A and B. And there you have it, all the columns have adjusted accordingly. We've now been asked to insert a row between 1 and 2, so our title and our column headings. As we can't just insert in between, we'll have to click on number 2, right click insert, or you could click on the insert on your ribbon of home. We've been now asked to write in A3 and A4 materials and labour. We've been asked to increase the height of row 1 to make it 25. So I'm going to click on number 1, right click, row height. Change that to 25 and then click OK. You'll see the size of the row has now increased. In B4 and B5, they want us to enter 12,000. So I'm going to type 12,000. Now I could type it again in B5, or I could just replicate down by going to the corner where there's a square, left click, hold, drag down. In C4, I want to enter £5, and in C5, I want to enter £2. In D4, I want to enter a formula where I can find out the total cost. So normally you would do on your calculator 12,000 times 5. To do a formula is exactly the same, because when you touch your calculator, you go on, pressing the button, 12,000, press times 5, and then you press equals. With a formula on Excel, you always start with the equals, because that's telling the computer you want the computer to do the maths. Now, it's good practice to put a bracket in, because then the computer knows this is what you want to do first. And as you would do on a calculator, 12,000 times, which is shift and 8, £5. But instead of typing 12,000 times 5, you're typing the name of the cell. So B4, C4. And when you're done, you press enter. It's good practice to check the answer on your calculator to make sure that it's correct. When you know your first formula is 100% correct, you can then replicate down by going to the corner of the cell, double clicking. We want to do now format our cells C4, C7, D4, D7 to be with a currency, no decimal places, and a pound sign. So C4, C7, kicking with my left mouse, and with my finger still on the left mouse, I'm going to move across, which will highlight all those cells. I can then right click and format them accordingly. What if the cells weren't next to each other? I wanted D4 to D7 and B4 to B7. Well, what you would do is you'll highlight one column, press Control, and then highlight the next one, which means you can do them in one go. So as I want B4 to C7 and D4 to C7, I'm going to highlight them. Now, you could either do your formatting here, choose the currency, account, date, long, time, percentage, decreases your decimal place, increases your decimal place. This puts a comma between your thousands and your hundreds, percentage, or accounting formatting. I prefer to do the right click, format cells, as everything I need is all under one umbrella. So if I want to do any formatting with my number, I click on number. If I want to align my text, I click on aligning my text. Font, here's my font style, my font formatting, bold, italic, my size, underline, and colour. Borders, puts borders around the cells. Fill, fills the colour of the background of the cell. If I wanted pattern, it's there, and protection you'll look at in more detail in the next few chapters. But as I want to format my number, I want currency, 0 decimal places with a pound sign. Just do exactly what I've just done. Click OK, and there we have it. We just need to now save our worksheet T2 exercise 1. So I'm going to go File, Save As, because it's the first time I'm saving it. And I'm going to call it T2 exercise 1. And stage 1 of our chapter 2 is now done.